are all ready for the holidays. Smile! Well, hello. I am here to show you how to make our dog bandana. It's a cute little quick craft you could do, and it slides over the dog collar. And you can make them pretty much in any size that you think you might need. Here's our little one. And this is what I'm going to show you, and it is the same on both sides. And then, of course, I'll also show you how to make it reversible with a different pattern on the other side. So, what you're going to need to get started, obviously some fabric. Depending on the size of the dog, all you kind of got to do is kind of maybe take a scrap or something around the dog's neck. This is would sort of go like halfway around the dog's neck. So for this size here, I have a 10-inch square. And that's all you need is a 10-inch square. To go bigger, you just do a bigger square. You could do as big as you want. The one I did here is a 12-inch square. So let's move on over and show you how to get started. Okay, so we are going to start with our bandana that is the same on both sides. So we have our 10-inch square, and I'm going to press it. So it's nice and flat. And then I'm gonna press it again. I'm gonna do this diagonally and press this seam. We're just making a crease to help see what we're doing here. Then I'm going to open it up. And what I'm gonna do next, on this smaller one, you can kind of average a little bit. It's basically for what the collar needs to go through. And on this size, if it's a skinny collar, I'm doing 1.5 inches. I'm putting that point right on that line and measuring it to 1.5 inches. And I'll press that one. And do the same over here. A little bit more. Okay, we are 1.5 inches here. Now you do want them to line up, so what I do is just kind of fold it over again and see, are we even? Is everything matching up okay? And it looks like we are. So what we're going to do now, we're going to sew a top stitch right along the edge here on these two sides. So now we're going to fold this right side to right side. And I do use a couple pins here to hold this. There's one. Put this one over here. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to sew from here to here, 1/4 inch seam. Do not sew your opening closed here. We're going to start right here. Now I go all the way to the end and then I back stitch for a little bit. And why am I not going? There we go. Just to kind of reinforce that corner, because I am going to clip that corner off. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to clip this corner. You kind of get your fingers down in here. I kind of scoop my thumb in there, and I'm aiming for that corner there. And I'm going to pull it through. Now I got my chopstick. You can use your purple thing or whatever else you use. Crochet hook, knitting needle. I like to run my chopstick along that seam. Kind of helps when I want to press it out. what we're going to do next, and I'm going to use the big roller because it'll go all the way across here. We are going to mark a line from where this opening at the bottom of this opening to the bottom of this opening. So I just lay my ruler, line it up, and mark my line. I'm using the friction pen so I can just iron it away when I'm done. So I'm going to stitch right along this line, and then I'm going to come down the corner and stitch right, a little top stitching right along there to kind of finish it off. Okay, and I am going to do a little back stitching right there to kind of lock that in. Okay, so if you are going to do the reversible bandana, you need 2 squares of 2 different fabrics, and you can make 2 bandanas really. So maybe your dog has a friend who needs one. So I have this already cut, but I cut a 12-inch square of both of these fabrics, and then I cut it diagonally from corner to corner, that square, because what we're going to do is we're going to sew these 2 pieces together, and we're going to have a seam right here, 1/4 inch seam, so that, and I will show you that, and we will stitch this seam, iron it open, and then the construction of it is done exactly as we would do for this one. To fold this over, it's a little bigger, so I'm going to go to 2 inches instead of 1 1/2. And it all depends on if you have a thicker collar for your dog. And I'm assuming larger dog, larger bandana, you might have a larger collar. Now once you have this pressed, your corners, you're going to go on the same way you did with the little one. You're going to stitch these 2 sides down, fold it in half, stitch it, turn it out so it's the same way that you did the one that is in solid 1 piece, except you will then end up with a 2-sided bandana. We got stitches here, and we've got his collar. So we're just gonna thread this through the bandana, and we're gonna put it back on Stitches and see how he looks so good. Come on, Stitches. And there you are, all ready for the holidays. Smile!
Merry Christmas, Stitches!
Merry Christmas, Stitches!